All right, we are excited for another great interview of Meeting of the Minds. Today with the great legendary lacrosse coach, girls lacrosse coach from Mount Sinai on Long Island, legendary Al Bertolone. Been working with this team for the past 2 years. It's been great, and we're excited to have him on. Let's bring him in. All right. Just waiting to connect. How's it going, everyone? Good seeing everyone. Another great episode of Meeting of the Minds. So we're just waiting for Al to connect here. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Let's bring it on in. It says waiting.
Hey, buddy.
Al, what's going on? Welcome to Meeting
on?
of the Minds. Good. How have you been?
I've been good, man. Good. You know, as good as we can do. What else is going on?
Good. Going well. I just got my run in. Now I'm ready. So I did my bodily training. Now we got to do the mindset training.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So what are you up to? What's the word?
Everything's good. Just pushing forward. That's all we could do, trying to, again, stay positive, resilient, and see opportunity during adversity, because, obviously there's no question there's adversity. It's how do we make the best of it, asking the right kind of questions, and getting better, right? Anytime there's adversity, there's a changing of the guards. Some men break, others break records.
Well, that's how it works. It's what I told the kids is that there's only two type of people that are going to come out of this. It's people that, sat on the couch and did nothing and complained, and people that got after it and chose to create opportunities from adversity. So, trying to keep a routine, trying to, I've got the kids believing that we're still in season right here. We got a couple of weeks to go, and then we're preparing ourselves from the club season, and, hopefully we'll get on the field soon. But either way, we're going to come out of this stronger,
That's a big point right there, making them believe that they're still in season, like really honestly feeling that way. How do you do that?
Well, I've never wavered. I've been locked in from the beginning. We know each other. I'm a no-nonsense guy. My boots are on the ground, and you just keep changing your goals. So in the beginning, it was like the possibility for the spring season to come back. So we were on timetables. We got to stay in shape. We have the first pause date. When we got to that date, we either going to be back in school and back at it, and we had to be ready, or, we went to the next pause date. And we just kept going with it. And every time there was a different scenario, I created a different scenario for them. Like they're trying to put a modified season together for us. This was all truisms. This is what they were looking at. So, when they got to May and they pulled the plug on it, it became one of those things where you were going to lose people. There are certain people you're just going to lose their attention. But, my guys are pretty much locked in. They're all club lacrosse players. I have a great deal of these kids, moving into their recruiting years. So I tried to get them into a mindset where, look, we're in season right here. You know what I'm saying? Every day time there was a game, we have a game day challenge. If you go to our Instagram account now, I put out a challenge for today. They've been sending me videos. I've been posting them. I got some recruiting stuff on the Instagram account. I got, our huddle account going. We've been finding film. They've been making highlight films. So, there's not a lot like you guys, like you and I, can do with this pandemic. I wish there was, other than giving food drives and supporting the, the frontline people, there's not a lot we can do. But I know myself, I can kids. That's my job. So I'm trying to keep them locked in. You know what I mean? If I can keep those guys locked in, I can keep them occupied. You know, they got schoolwork here, which has been a lot. I mean, you know, online learning hasn't been easy for them.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Zoom calls. I mean, I make contact with them just about every day. We had a car parade. We took the whole crew past the local hospitals. We got senior week this week. Next week, we're going to have a food drive. So, you know, just locked in, man. You know me. Mindset.
That's it. That's great. How have they been responding to that, doing those challenges? Like whenever there's a game day, they have a game day challenge.
They've been good.
Sounds like
they've been outstanding. You know, everybody's been giving some. A lot of people have been giving everything they've got. So I'm real happy with these guys. You know, we had a small senior class. I had some great seniors. You know, I still do. They've stayed with us. You know, they want to finish this thing out to the very end. You know, one of my kids was a preseason All-American type who we were expecting to have a great year, and you know, she lost her senior year. She's on her way up to Syracuse. She's going to play for Gary Gate up there. It's a young lady by the name of Jenny Markey, and she's been a great leader of this group. And you know, what we've done is like we've kind of stayed on people, you know, by age levels, you know. So I have like a leadership council, and we have, you know, we have the juniors run point on the junior group, sophomores, freshmen. I've been bringing some young kids into the fold. And when we put it out there, I have them, like, if we do a running challenge, they've been sending me their tracks on their apps, and I put it on the Instagram account. And, you know, for the most part, I've been in the high 85, 90% of everybody, you know, kicking in, you know. And you know how kids are; they like to see themselves in lights a little bit, which is good. But I mean, they've been great. They've been sending me videos, wall workouts. You know, I've been putting them through different things. You know, we can't just come off the couch and expect to play lacrosse. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you just can't come off the couch and expect to wrestle. You got to stay in shape. So they've been good. You know, they're you know, judging from the times and everything, they're in better shape now than when we left the season. You know, we're locked in. I've met with their parents a few times. We're ready for the recruiting season. Under Armour just put out a couple of dates that hopefully the Under Armour tournament's going to be in August. Tryouts at the end of June, hopefully. U.S. Lacrosse has got their combines coming up. So we've got things that we can stay locked in on, very tangible. You know, and then we'll see what happens, and we change our gears, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. How about the athletes the sophomores, the juniors, where this is a big year for them for recruiting? How do they keep it together mentally?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been staying with them, and we've been busy. I mean, what I did is I met with my parents right away. Kids that played and that were on the field last year, we have film on our website. We were able to make some recruiting, downloaded that film. Some of them that were young and didn't play last year, you know, had an opportunity to get on film. What we did is we went back into last year's club season to those tournaments, and we got some film from the tournaments. So everybody's currently breaking up and making highlight films, which has been good.
Right.
And, you know, the YouTube and Sports Recruits and my Huddle website, we've got everybody working on their recruiting videos, which is going to be very big for this year because of the whole tournament cancellation, postponement type situation. So, I mean, it's actually a thing. We're locked in. I mean, look, you want to be seen at the next level. This is the direction we got to get. And I'm really into like the no complaining part of it. There's still some people that are like, oh, woe is me. Hey, look, I feel bad too, but now we have to go to the next stage. This is what we got to do. You know, just no complaining. Let's just pick it up and let's move forward. And I feel as badly as anybody. I mean, I love my kids. You know what I mean? It's like they're my extended family, but all you can do is keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality that we have to take right now.
That's it. No nonsense, no complaining attitude that's going to carry over to the field and obviously to their schoolwork and to their whole life. So those are great life lessons.
You know,
that's really big.
My younger ones, I mean, I have some 9th graders and some 10th graders that are just, we're probably in the middle of a tremendous run here. You know, you can never predict on how the ball's going to bounce, but I got some really good young kids. You know, I could just rattle off names like Millen, Gatz, Sabella, you know, Klein, Flobeck. I mean, you know, tremendous ninth grade class, and then a tremendous 10th grade class. Carinante, De Blasio, Phillips. I mean, I could just keep riddling them off. These kids are locked in. They're working very hard, and they make me proud on a daily basis. I was telling my wife this morning that, you know, I know our kids very, very well, but it took a pandemic for us to really, really get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, even through a video screen a little bit, I've gotten to know these guys better. And you know, it's been very, very good for me. I think it's been good for us. It's like, you remember last year we were talking about just getting that back, you know, and it's kind of, I got it back. You know what I mean?
Nice. Oh, that's great.
I didn't want to get it back this way, but I got some of those old school things back with them. I mean, we've developed some trust here. You know, there's been some, you know, we've seen each other and, you know, a little bit of a different mentality, and I think it's been good for us, you know?
And that's what having that right attitude, that good mindset, the not complaining, the seeing opportunity during adversity, you're able to do things and to actually make it into a positive experience, which is great.
I'm telling you right now, it's like, you know, I pray that this ends soon, but there's been a high positive that's going to come out of this, you know, and I think connections, you know, the family connections have been great. I mean, I'm here with my wife, and we were blessed that, you know, my daughter had moved back. You know, she had taken a job with the New York Riptide, and she was living with us a little bit until she got an apartment and whatnot, and then this thing hit. So she's been with us, and, you know, and the family time has been tremendous. But the time spent with closeness with your kids, which, like, sometimes you get into the rat race of the season, and I always try to make time for kids and whatnot. And I spent an inordinate amount of time with these kids this year. A lot of these young ones spent a tremendous amount of time with me. But now, between like text messaging and FaceTiming and being able just to, like, hey, how's it going? Do you need any help with anything? I mean, and very holistically. I mean, it's like, you know, these are my guys. You know what I mean? I just, I've gotten very, very close to them. The kind of closeness where that trust is going to really keep you warm when you get into those tough times. You know, it's you know, we're gonna have to answer the bell a few times down, you know, and down the road. And I think when you build that kind of loving trust, that could take you to the promised land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's no shortcuts to that. It's genuinely caring deeply about the person as an athlete and far beyond as an athlete, just as academically, socially, the whole package.
Yeah, I tell you, my alumni, a lot of them, I'm just getting that first cycle out of college. I've had a few kids come back to help me. Again, we've had so much downtime that you're just able to sit down and reconnect with people. And, you know, it's always, Coach, how can I help? And, you know, the things, and, you know, you're connecting with them, and, you know, and they start to talk to you about stuff that happened, you know, 5-6 years ago that, you know, you kind of forgot those things happened, and we've been tightening it all up, and it's been great. I mean, again, I mean, from my standpoint, you know, you hate that this all happened during a pandemic, but there is going to be an extreme positive that comes out of this, you know. So
I would say during adversity, when a lot of people go through the same adversity, there's some people that it breaks them, and there's other teams that go to the next level. That goes for businesses, that goes for teams, that goes for people,
absolutely,
students, whatever. So it really is a big deal.
It is a big deal, you know. And what happens is, you know, we talk to the kids all the time, is that character reveals itself, you know, during adversity. You know, it's like, you know, that's just the reality. It's who you are under pressure defines who you are. You know what I mean? And, you know, and that's all part of the learning curve. You know, there are times that you don't respond to adversity and the pressure, and then, you know, because of those times, the next time good things happen, and, you know, you're able to handle it. I just think that it's, you know, again, like what you started and what I've been studying is just, you know, having that positive mindset or that growth mindset where it's like, you know, hey, listen, we're going to stay locked in on the process. You know, there are going to be bumps in the road along the way, but you're not going to waver from the process. You know, you're going to have difficulties along the way with relationships. Sometimes you have to work at those things, but at the end of the road is, you know, is the pot of gold. You know what I mean? That's, you know, And we don't focus on the end of the road. You have to keep focusing on the process. You got to get out of bed in the morning. You got to lock in. You got to do all those little things that make you great. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not the big things. It's always about the little things, Like I told, they don't come out of this quarantine with the best stick. I mean, it's like wrestling. I mean, like if you were still wrestling, we'd be shadow wrestling, we'd be taking shots and whatnot. And like, the reality is you should come out of the quarantine and your stick work should be at the highest levels possible. Your condition should be at the highest levels possible. All right. It's like controlling the controllables. I can't control the pandemic. I can't control the virus. I can't control the governor. I can't control any of those decisions. But what I can control is my attitude, and I can control my conditioning, my strength, all those things I can control. And I can be the best possible version of myself when this is over, if I truly decide that's what I want. We're a pretty passionate group over here about all lacrosse. So this is what we need to do.
That's great. And how do you get the parents to buy into that? Like, what might be some of the best things parents can do to help their kids, and what might be some of the things they might be doing that could be inadvertently hurting them?
Well, I mean, the reality right now is that, the house is a little bit of a difficult place right now, depending on what's going on and how many children are in a house and, who's got the online learning, how many laptops do you have going on. So, I mean, there's a whole litany of things that are going on in a house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of the benefits for myself is we never lost out on what we're doing. After 4 o'clock has been lacrosse time. That's when we've been Zooming. Kids have been working out, either early in the morning or maybe in that mid-afternoon range when school's out. My senior parents, they've been great. We have a lot of we have a lot of frontline people in our outfit over here, so we have a lot of parents working and whatnot. And the kids have been great, but I met with the parents. I mean, it's like, I have message groups with my parents. I mean, I met with the sophomore parents straight up right away about recruiting. Got them all on a Zoom call, and we all talked about what they need to do, and I got them locked in. I eased their minds when it came to recruiting, because some people were starting to worry about, for our kids ever get recruited and whatnot. And, people panic a little bit, it's like, so we leveled everybody out, calm is contagious. Let's just relax. I'm setting up, my 2023s, which are my freshmen now. That's my next group. The juniors, for the most part, they're all done. So, for us, it's just a matter of moving on to like next year. So what I did is I sat the kids down as a junior group right away, and I explained to them that, you still got me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. I see that purple screen.